is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar BYT. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, man. It's been a long time, guys. I think this is the first Blaugrana Buzz I've done this whole year on this, this whole month of August. Big up to every single one of you guys. I know you guys, this is one of your favorite shows, guys. Come on, guys. You guys know, obviously, Blaugrana Buzz, your number one stop shop for the latest Barcelona news. And listen, man, this show is going to be tasty today because, ladies and gentlemen, it's all going down. It is all going down in Barcelona right now. We're almost at the end of the transfer window, like literally what, 5-6 days away from the end of the transfer window, and things are beginning to heat up at Barcelona right now because it's not any incomings, it's more of departures, because it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we could be about to lose two of the most important players in this first 11, basically, guys. But big up to every single one of you guys. Let me start reading your chats. I see some of you guys are already in the building. Appreciate every single one of you guys who are already here. Give me a second. Let me pull up your chats, man. Big up to every single one of you guys who are already in here. Big up to man like Samuel in the chat. Let me pull it up. I don't know why I can't see your chat right now. Give me a second. But big up to mine like W, big up to you, bro. Big up to mine like it says Omar, like this ain't a joke. We need to stop protesting. Wrong steps by these taking us back to the COVID Barça. How can we sell Fermin before Araujo is beyond me? Listen, man, we're gonna get into all of it, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys. I don't know what is going on with my chat right now, guys, but something is wrong with YouTube's chat right now. Give me a second. Let me try to get this shit fixed, guys. Because I can't pull up some of, I see a lot of you guys already in here. I can see some of you guys already writing chats, but I can't see none of your chats. Dude, what's going on with YouTube, man? This is fucking annoying. I can't see any of your, bro, what is going on with YouTube right now, man? This is, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna fix this, guys. But for the meantime, guys, I can see some of you guys are already in the chat. Big up to Vasa Volume. Big up to man like Godfrey. Big up to Samuel. Big up to some of you guys, man. Listen, I'm sorry, guys. I can't pull up your chats right now. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's not showing. It's not showing me your chats right now for some reason. But anyways, but for the time being, guys, we'll just see what happens, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys who are here, though. Big up to every single one of you guys. But I'm going to read your chats through my phone because that's the only way I can do it. But listen, let's get into it, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys. But listen, guys. Let's get started. I mean, obviously, guys, we're going to start from the beginning. Let's start with the big elephant out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way, guys. We're here to talk about the news that's coming out of Barcelona today, guys, because it's been all over the news, guys. Even Fabrizio Romano has been kind of tweeting a little bit, guys. But every single news outlet have been talking about it all this time. And listen, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This is not the news that I expected to hear. But then again, I'm not surprised. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I would be lying if I said I would be surprised, because I knew a big sale was gonna happen by the end of the transfer window. With all of these talks about registrations, players that are not registered yet, and everything that is happening right now, something told me that we would have likely seen a big sale. And right now, guys, it seems that it's looking like we could see a big sale by the end of the transfer window. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. Fermin Lopez, we've heard the news. Chelsea are interested. They've inquired about Fermin. Apparently, no bids have been confirmed yet. But Chelsea are big fans of Fermin, and they are basically interested in bringing it in. The talk was that earlier today was apparently Fermin Lopez wasn't interested in leave Barcelona, but now they're saying that now Fermin is gonna try to hear out what these guys are basically interested in, and we'll see what happens. But honestly, guys, for me, this is one of those things, man, where even though I don't want the move to happen, I'm at a position where I know where the club is and I know what is happening right now. But this is basically the thing that they're saying here. Fabrizio Romano basically said, at this moment, no bid from Chelsea for Fermin Lopez. They appreciate him. They don't. Who doesn't appreciate him? He's one of the best. I guess I don't know what he said in that position, basically. But all for now, Chelsea FC are working on Simmons and Garnacho as priority. Karma. Now, look, here's the thing, guys. I don't want this move to happen. I don't want this move to happen because First of all, you guys have seen, the talk of Casado potentially going to Atleti, right? And we're going to talk about Casado next, but I just want to start with Fermin for now, right? Now, here's the thing. Fermin Lopez is a player who is integral to our team, right? He plays in the number 10 role. He's the backup to Dani Olmo. And look, he played so well in the preseason. I'm kind of looking at it now and I'm like, bro, I don't know how I feel about this thing potentially happening, because what we cannot do before the end of the transfer window is potentially lose both Fermin and Casado, right? But this is the thing. In a way, I get why the club is going through this path. I'm not a fan of this move, but I see what the club is doing. You understand what I mean, right? Because look, whether we like it or not, guys, this is how La Liga is right now. Okay, guys? You're seeing all of these teams like the Getafes of the world, the Levantes of the world, who are all struggling to register players, having to sell. They're having to sell. We've just seen how, what's the name? Getafe had to sell Omar Albertere or whatever his name is, the defender. He was their best defender and they had to sell him. Why? Because right now, things in La Liga is not good right now. The registration issues, requirements is so ridiculous right now that for clubs like a Barça who haven't registered all their players, they're going to have to let a player go. That's the way, that's the only way we can move on. And it's stupid. It's annoying. I would rather we not do this, but this is where we are now. This is where we are now. We're going to have to sacrifice one of our key members in this team. It's not on the club. I'm sorry. You can point the finger at the club. You can say, well, we have players like Ter Stegen in the team. We have players like Araujo in the team. We have players like Gerard Martin in the team. We have players like Iñaki Peña still in the team. We have all these players who are still in the team. I get that whole thing. I understand that. But let's just call a spade a spade. Those players, either we're not getting any offers for them, or the clubs are now willing to accept what we're willing to offer. Now, let's be clear about something first of all. When it comes to this situation with Fermin, I don't think that we are gonna sell Fermin for anything less than 50 to 60 million. I don't see it. There is no chance in hell that we let him go for anything cheap. I think the club are likely to sell him for very, very, very high amount. And listen, at the end of the day, I don't really know what exactly to think about this situation, because I'm in two minds. In one way, I don't want this thing to happen, but in the same time, I understand why the club are doing it. I can't point the finger at the club and say, oh, we shouldn't be doing. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Someone was gonna get sacrificed, whether we like it or not, right? And it's unfortunate because if I'm gonna be honest, right, there's a lot of people that are sitting there saying, well, Casado, we have Fermin, which one of them should we sell? Some people are saying, well, Casado should be sold and Fermin should be sold. Now, listen to the thing. Either men, I would prefer not to sell either men, but one of them have to go. So it's down to who the club value the most, right? Because we saw Casado start in the game against Levante, which for me tells me that clearly still trusts him, right? And as long as he's part of this club, he's still under the club's payroll, the club is going to keep playing him. You understand what I mean, right? And now you're seeing Fermin, who started in the game against Mallorca. He started in the game against Como. We're going to have to make a choice. And here's the thing. You've seen that they're saying that Casado is going to go for very low. I'm going to talk about Casado later, but the price that they're asking for Casado is relatively low compared to what they're asking for Fermin. I think that when it comes down to it, right, the club, and I remember I even said this a few weeks ago on my channel here, where I said, even though I don't think the club are open to selling Fermin, they are open for the right offer, which is the important thing. What is the right offer, right? What is Chelsea going to offer Barcelona? That's what's important. What are they going to offer us, right? I don't know what's going on. What's going on with this? Oh, good God. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. But we'll see what happens, man. Big up to every single one of you guys. Big up to man like W says, yo, I'm about to start a channel and crush out this club because if they sell Fermin Lopez, it's done. Bro, look, I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of it. But I understand why it's happening. So it is what it is. W says, Omar, like this ain't a joke. We need to start protesting. Wrong steps by these would take us back to COVID Barcelona. How can we sell Fermin before Araujo is beyond me? Bro, I think if it was down to the club would sell for Araujo over Fermin. At this point, we can't even sell Araujo, bro. Because if we sell Araujo, we're gonna be short. We're gonna be short. There's nothing we can do, man. But big up to my guy, man. He says, hey guys, what's going on? Big up to man like Gustave, man. He says, in my opinion, if we get an offer like 80 million, I would take it and try and get someone like Bastoni. Facts. This is where I feel like a lot of fans need to put the emotions to the side. You understand what I mean, right? You got to put your emotions to the side. I'm sorry, right? Oh, give me a second. I don't know if is the chat. No, the chat is not on screen. What's going on? Stink on hook. Give me a second. Let me pull up the chat. Here we are. Yeah, sorry guys. I didn't even. Yeah, something is wrong. Something was wrong with YouTube. So I couldn't pull up any of your chats, but now I can. But yeah, right there it is. It says in my opinion, Barcelona should go and get if Barcelona get an offer for 80 million. Now, this is where I agree. Here's the thing. Fans need to put their emotions out of the way, okay? If we get an 80 million or 70 million or 60 million. Now, all the talk coming out of Barca is that if we do sell Fermin, because for the offer apparently the offer that Barca is willing to accept is around 50 to 60 million. Now, if we do sell him for 50 or 60 million, then that means that we are guaranteed to register all the rest of the players that we have right now who are not registered. You understand what I mean, right? It's guaranteed we will register those guys, right? However, right, the caveat to that is, what can we do? Is it possible that we can be able to get another player before the end of the transfer window? I don't think the club are going to risk it anymore. I just don't see it. I think that the club are just going to sell and just be done. We're not going to buy anyone. Seriously, guys, I'm being this serious. Don't pull your hopes up, guys. Do not put your hopes up. I don't see this club going out and buying any players this transfer window. I think we are done for the transfer window as far as incomings. I think right now what the club is trying to do is they're going to try and cut their losses. That's it. I'm being dead serious, and it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Big up to man like Godfrey, bro. Big up to you, man. He says, keep Casado and sell Fermin. I mean, listen, if it's one of the two, that's another thing I'm gonna put. Let me actually pull this up, guys, because I see some of you guys are voting. Many of you guys have voted no. Next one I'm gonna put is Casado and Fermin. Which one will you guys keep? We'll talk about that later. But big up to man like Volume, man. Big up to Barca Volume in the chat, man. Says, yo, big news. Yo, I'm telling you, man, it is big news. He said, it's you sell Fermin. Make sure you get as much money as possible. And I think that's what's important about this deal also, guys. I think that Barcelona, the reason why this whole talk about Fermin has started is because I think that the club is looking at it in a way where they think they can get as much money out of Chelsea as they can. Because let's be clear here, right? Fermin Lopez is a baller. I think that the Fermin Lopez goes to, because you've seen they're apparently looking at Simmons and they're apparently looking at Garnacho. I'm sorry, I think Fermin Lopez is better than both of those guys. I think that if Fermin Lopez goes to Chelsea, he's going to improve them massively. Because what thing Fermin Lopez will bring to that Chelsea team if he does sign for Chelsea is that he will be that goal-scoring midfielder. I know they've got Cole Palmer who does that job, but this is the thing with Fermin. Fermin doesn't just play in the 10. He plays in the 8. And I'm not comparing these two before anyone's like, oh, I'm not comparing them. I don't think he's at that level yet. However, I look at Fermin like a Gerrard-esque midfielder. You understand what I mean, right? He's got that shooter in him. He's got that goal scoring in him. You understand what I mean, right? So I think that when it comes to Chelsea, that is going to be valuable to them. So Barcelona need to make sure that we go and get as much money out of this deal as we can. It says W2 says, but bro, Omar, we saw we sold Araujo, Gerard Martin, and Hector Ford. That's like 100 million, which frees up registration. We could have went for Hikabe, Schlotterbeck, and sell the bad apples, bro. That is wishful thinking. Let's just keep it 100. It's wishful thinking, guys. Come on, man. Bro, do you think any Barca fans want to sell Fermin and Casado? Do you think any Barca fans want to sell Fermin and Casado? Do you think any of us want Fermin and Casado to leave? No one wants to see them leave. We would rather see Araujo leave. All the fans, I can tell you, bro, if I put it in the chat, if I put it in the chat right now, I'm sure 99.99% would rather see Araujo leave than Fermin. But here's the thing, bro. It's one thing wanting a player to leave. It's another thing getting an offer for the player. Okay? The closest thing we ever had to getting rid of Araujo is when Juventus were interested in him at the start of the transfer window. But that whole thing has died. That whole thing has died. Iñaki Peña, I'm going to a point where I'm like, bro, I'm glad Pena is about to leave. He's about to go to Elche. So thank God, right? We're getting rid of him. I know he's just signed a new deal. Who gives a damn, right? I'm just glad he's out of the books, right? Gerard Martin, we were seeing Wolves. We heard the Wolves were interested. We heard like teams like, what's the name of the club again? Brighton were interested. Bournemouth were interested. We should have capitalized then. I'm going to call it out. We should have capitalized then. I don't know why the club didn't do it, right? But this is the thing. Now you're hearing that apparently we're going to see Gerard Martin playing centre back. It looks like Flick he's really been impressed with Gerard Martin. I don't know why, but apparently he is. So Gerard Martin is not going. Hector Ford looks like he's going to be leaving. We heard during the first day of the season, before we opened our season against Mallorca, that apparently he was going to go to Aston Villa. And now, apparently, he's not even going to Aston Villa anymore. Let me see. I don't know. There was another club that showed interest in Hector Ford recently, right? Yeah, Mallorca. There you go. Mallorca themselves now have opened up about trying to bring in Hector Ford. If I'm going to be real, I would sell Hector Ford. I don't even care, bro. This guy's not good enough for Barcelona. He's not good enough. We need to just cut our losses and go ahead and get another player. Or just free up the space. It is what it is. We really are the laughing stock in Europe, Omar. Can win UCL for a decade, can't register players. Oh, you meant can't win the UCL for a decade, can't register players, can't selling gems for pennies, and giving the fact that we're a broke ass club. I'm gonna be very honest, man. This whole Barcelona being broke thing, I'll keep reiterating. It's a myth, bro. It's not that Barcelona broke. We are just competing in a bullshit league. That's what it is, bro. This league is a joke. That's it. This league is a joke. It really is a joke, man. But big up to every single one of you guys, man. You guys are absolutely killing it. Make sure you guys smash the likes, man. We're on to get us to 20 likes, man. Over 67 people in here. Get us to 20 likes. Big up to EO, man. Says, in our financial situation, it hurts me saying this, because he's such a good player. We should sell Fermin, but it's good to be around 70 to 80 million. I think you meant 80 million, not 80K. 80 million. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is what I feel like a lot of Barca fans also need to take into account, guys. This is a terrible situation for Barca. It's a terrible situation. I am not happy about trying to sell Casado and Fermin. But I'm just trying to sit down here and I'm trying to give you guys, the people who are watching this, my people in here, right? I'm trying to give you all an understanding of why the club why the club are where they are now. The club doesn't want to sell. I don't think if it was up to Barca, I don't think we would have ever sold Fermin. Come on, Flick loves Fermin. Flick doesn't want to sell Fermin, bro. You understand what I mean, right? I don't think this is on the club. I think the club are looking at it and saying, bro, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We have to make the decision, and we have to make it now. So yeah, what can we do? What can we do? It is what it is. I'm sorry, guys, but he says, yes, I get our registration and financials keeping us down, but he's such a if we had a good sporting director, we would maneuver throughout this issue. Well, yeah, but this is the problem, bro. We don't. Like, bro, I agree with you. The thing is, I actually agree with you, right? I think that if we had a good sporting director like Armani, he would have gotten rid of Peña. He would have found a way to get rid of Teixeira. He would have gotten rid of Hector Ford already. He would have sold Gerard Martin. He would have done all of the things that we wanted. Heck, I'm sure even if he sold Fermin or Casado, he would have gotten bags for those two players. I'm sure he would have sold Casado. If let's say if Atleti wanted Casado, he would have gotten 50 million out of Atleti for Casado. If he wanted to sell Fermin, he would have gotten 60 to 70 for him. I'm telling you now. That's the kind of sporting director we had in this guy, bro. You understand what I mean, right? Guys, what is going on? Who's deleting all these chats? I don't know what is going on, but yeah. But this is the point. When it comes to Barca, when it comes down to it, there's nothing we can do, right? We have Deco here. You know what it is, right? I've complained so much about Deco. I've gotten to a point now where nothing. I don't even let this thing bother me anymore. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this whole thing of crying and bitching and moaning. Oh, if we had a better sporting director, wouldn't have been in this situation. Guys, I've been saying that the whole season. I can't do it anymore. Now all I can do is just just let the club cook. That's it. Just let the club cook. It is what it is. They're cooking burned rice right now, but hey, it is what it is. Let me see what it says. We are hurting on the overload and God. We can't sell defender. I mean, guys, come on. I mean, I'm gonna start reading your chats. I don't know what is going on. Some of these people it says, I don't trust Araujo and Kobashi. We need an experienced center back. Listen, I would rather we play yo, JJ, man, keep it down with the timeouts, because I know my guy is trolling, but guys, just chill in the chat, chill on the ban and stuff, guys. Respectfully, guys, come on. But big up to man like Gustavo. Says you cannot sell players when nobody wants them. This is my point. This is why when you guys are sitting here saying, oh, but why didn't we sell it? Oh, why don't we sell for why don't we sell Jonathan? Guys, I would love to sell those players, but who have you heard Araujo being linked to any club? Have you heard anyone linked to Araujo? Do you think the club? Why do you think Barcelona decided to sell Inigo Martinez? Do you think that we planned on selling Inigo at the start of the transfer window? Do you think that Barcelona wanted to sell Inigo Martinez? Thank you. Why do you think the club were trying to get rid of what's his name? What's the name of this guy again? Christensen. Even though he is, when he's fit, one of our best defenders. Because at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. What can we do? Bro, I have to laugh because if not, I'm going to cry, bro. But this is where we are, man. We have players that are either on ridiculous wages, which we can't get rid of, or we are stuck with these players. We're stuck because they're either in ridiculous wages or the club are willing to sell them for astronomical. I feel like you know what it is, right? Sometimes as a football club, you have to be smart. You have to be smart. Why? If we're trying to get rid of Pena, why do we need big money for him? If we want to sell, if you think that Araujo doesn't fit in the system, bro, at some point I was just like, bro, I don't even care. If I get 30 million, 35, 40 million, it is what it is. Just get him out of the wage book. Just get him out of the wage book. And this is what I always keep saying when it comes to Barcelona, right? We have money. Barcelona have the money to go and buy players. Why is it that Barcelona can go out and splash 60 million on a Dani Olmo and not register him? What does that tell you, guys? It tells you that we have the money to buy. We don't have the money or the wage bill to register. That's where the problem lies when it comes to Barcelona. It's nothing to do with us not being broke and all of that. We're not broke. I'm going to keep reiterating this till the cows come home. We are not broke. We have money. We've shown that we can spend money. It's one thing spending the money. It's another thing actually registering this place so that they can play on the pitch. That is the problem. You can register the players or you can buy the players all you want. Registering them is where the problem now lies. And that's where this whole situation happens. This is why Barcelona, even if we had spent the money to go and get Luis Diaz, it's one thing buying Luis Diaz, it's another thing registering Luis Diaz. You understand what I mean? Because even buying players, when you spend money, when you spend 60 to 70, that affects the 101 rule too. It affects the 101 rule. So if we sign Luis Diaz, we would have had to sell a big name so that Luis Diaz could be signed. This is why Barcelona were trying to lowball the deal. Because if we lowball the deal, we would have been more likely to register him. That's it. So this is what I mean. This is why I always tell people, it's not about Barca being broke or Barca not having money. We have the money. You can have all the money. It's like this, right? This is how it is. This is the best way I can put it, guys. This is the best way I can put it. It's like if your parents put $1 million in a bank account, but you can only get to this bank account when you've reached the age of 25. Let's say you're 18. You've got $1 billion in an account, but you can't access that money until you reach the age of 25. Technically, you're rich. You're rich. You're a multimillionaire. You have all the money. You can take care of yourself. You can do all of that. But here's the thing, bro. You don't have access to the money yet. You don't have the access to the money. You're rich, but you don't have the access to the money. And that's where Barcelona is. We have the money. We just don't have access to it. So yeah, it is what it is, man. That's the best scenario I can put it, guys. But look, Barcelona. But listen, at the end of the day, Barca have to do this. This is why fair play to Barca Volume. If Barca Volume even said recently, I'm getting to a point now where I'm like, for the rest of the transfer window, I would just try to get us back to our wage books. That's it. That's it. That is it. It is what it is. What can you do? We can't do anything about it, man. At least 75 million. Facts. Big up to Barca React. Big up to you, brother. Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Because he says we can't sell Araujo because he's going to be short at center. We can't sell Araujo because we're going to be short on center. Gustavo, thank you. This is another thing that we need to understand, guys. Araujo cannot leave the club. That's another thing we need to understand, guys. Araujo cannot leave the club anymore. We can't even if we get an offer for Araujo, we can't sell him now. We can't. I'm sorry. Because if we get an offer in for Araujo and we sell him, we must buy a defender before the end of the transfer window. Must. A must. We cannot play Kubashi, Christensen, and Gerard Martinez as a centre back. Bro, we're going to get crucified this season if we have those three. I'm sorry. As much as you can talk shit about Araujo all you want, Araujo is not a terrible centre back, bro. He's better than what we have. I would rather play Araujo than Gerard Martinez. I can tell you that. So if we sell Araujo, right? If we even consider selling Araujo, we're gonna have to bring someone in. That's why when people say, "Oh, but we need to sell," we cannot sell Araujo now. We've sold Inigo. We have no choice. We have to keep him. Until we get another centre back, another top class centre back. We cannot sell Araujo, bro. We'll be short. He says, "Good players in, bad players out." Yeah. Just the idea of Fermin leaving makes me sick. Bro, it doesn't make anyone happy. I'm not happy about it. Even though I'm sitting here explaining this stuff, I'm trying to explain to you, the chat, for those of you guys who understand, because I know a lot of you guys are not happy about this. A lot of you guys are really upset about this. I know you guys are. I'm upset about it, right? And it's because you guys are upset, I'm trying to explain to you guys, my chat, the people who are watching, right? I'm trying to explain to you guys, give you guys an understanding of why the club have to do this. It's not that the club want to do this. The club have to do this. It's a different story. Man says, give them Gavi and said, all right, man. Fermin leaving without money invested into a new player would send the wrong message. We are not supposed to become weaker or feel weaker after winning trophies. I mean, it is definitely an unfortunate circumstance when it comes to Barcelona with the situation. Like I mentioned, I don't think the club wants to sell, but this is the thing, man. Look. Here's another thing I need you guys to understand, right? As a Barca fan, I'm gonna always think of what is best for the club, respectfully, because as a Barca fan, I support Barca. I don't support the players. Okay, let me rephrase it. I do support the players. They play for my club. I support every player, even if I like you or not. I like you, but I'm always gonna think of what is more beneficial to the club before I think of what is beneficial to me or to the players, respectfully. Okay, because here's the thing, man. These footballers, they come and go. Footballers come and go, bro. Like, big up to Ronel. Big up to you, Ronel. How you doing, sweetie? But you think about it in this whole scope, right? I look at this whole situation and I'm like, I want what's best for the club. And if Fermín López leaving, as much as I don't want it to happen, will benefit the club long term, we have to do what is best for the club. That is what people need to understand. It's about the club, first of all, okay? if we sell Fermin, I'll be unhappy. But if selling Fermin means that Ronnie Baji, Chesney, every one of these players, even Jonan Garcia, they will officially be registered for the whole season, I'll do it. I'm not happy about it, but I will do it because at the end of the day, it benefits the club. And what comes first is the club. You understand what I mean, right? It's the same way it always works, man. But it's really an unfortunate circumstance. I would rather not sell him. But I would rather not sell him. But it is what it is. Anyways, big up to man like Gosh in the chat, man. Big up to you, Gosh. Hold on. Man like Gosh says, we don't need to register the players. Why the hell do we need did we sign Rashford? Now we're gonna sell Fermin. I'm fuming. Bro, this is why I wasn't a fan of the move. I've said this, bro. Look, man. Look, let me be clear here. I've said this countless amount of times. You guys know, because you guys are subscribers to my channel. You guys, I see a lot of you guys here, right? Some of you guys have been on this channel for a long time. How many Blaugrana Buzz have I done on this channel where I've said I would rather go and get Van der Sar than get a Rashford? I know we don't even need Van der Sar now because of how good Eddie Garcia has been, but why is it that I was more interested in getting defensive-minded players than getting offended-minded players? I said, let's go and get Grimaldo or Van der Sar. That's what I was saying. When people were like, oh, let's go get Rashford this, Rashford. Bro, I told people. I said, bro, respectfully, our attack is not our biggest problem. We have depth. Look at this, right? Imagine this season, right? Let's just imagine this for 1 second, guys. Imagine if Ronnie Baji this season ends up breaking out. Let's say he does get registered and he breaks into the scene this season. What was the point of bringing in Rashford? What was the point in bringing in Rashford? We've just wasted all those wages because he's our top 5 highest earning players. And for what? This is how you always got to look at it, man. It's so stupid. It really is stupid, man. But well, it is what it is. It says, if we're being real, we ain't gonna sign him, bro. We ain't signing him, nah, man. Absolutely not. It says, you guys should sell Omo. Fermin is a better baller, bro. First of all, that's not true, Edward. Pick up to you, Edward. But first of all, that's cap. Fermin Lopez is not a better footballer than Dani Olmo. He's more available than Olmo. That's true. He's more available than Olmo, but he's not a better player than Olmo. Right? Respectfully, guys. I feel like you know what it is with football fans, right? Sometimes, I guess it's because we don't see footballers play enough. We forget how good they are. I'm sorry, bro. When Dani Olmo is fit, he's one of the best players in this team. Do you guys understand when if Dani Olmo had a full season of no injuries, he would be one of the best number 10s in the world. I don't even care what anyone says. Bro, I've watched enough Dani Olmo. Okay? He doesn't play enough. That's the problem. He doesn't play enough. But I promise you all, if he had an injury-free season, he would be the best player in the world. 100%. What the hell? Anyways, he says he's better than Palmer. He's talking about Fermin. Fermin is better than Palmer. Hey, man, listen, you don't want to say that in front of JJ, man. JJ is in the chat. JJ is going to absolutely crucify you. Don't say that, man. He says, I rate Fermin highly. Please don't sell to Chelsea. They will destroy his career. They have 70 players. I mean, Travis. I mean, listen, man. I'll be honest with you, man. Chelsea have actually been doing well with recent Barça players. I mean, you think about Marco Correa. He's doing well over there. I know Mario has not been playing enough, but he's been playing a few times and he's been doing well. I think if Fermin Lopez goes to I genuinely think if he goes there, he will actually cook. I think he will actually cook over there. I'm not even going to lie. I think he will cook over there. It says, forget the registration. We shouldn't sell Fermin. I'm sick and tired. Bro, but here's the thing, man. We have to register, bro. Chesney, bro, you think about it. Chesney, Ronnie Baji, and General Martin are still not registered in the club. Do you understand that these players are important to this team, right? I don't know what is going on. Why does my thing keeps buffering like this? Is this happening during the stream, guys? Because it keeps showing. Yeah, I don't know I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, if you guys are seeing it, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what is going on. Anyways, Big up to every one of you guys. Big up to every one of you. How many likes are we on? We're on 21 likes. Guys, get us to 30 likes ASAP, guys. Get us to 30 likes ASAP. Come on, guys. 30 likes, man. 71 people in here, right? Come on, guys. I know there's people in this chat who haven't liked the video yet. How are we not in 30 likes yet, man? Come on, guys. Get us to 30 likes, man. We haven't had Blaugrana Buzz the whole of August, man. I'm bringing Blaugrana Buzz, man. You guys love this show, man. Show some love to the channel, guys. Big up. Come on, guys. W says, bruh. Okay, then. The case, in that case, we shouldn't bring in players. Maybe they come now. Jesus, what is going on with my thingy, man? Hold on, guys. Let me do something right now. Okay, let's turn this off. Okay, there we go. He says because Flick is gonna try to play Martin as centre back. That's because he's tall, left-footed, and I think he might cook. I mean, listen. Eric Garcia is playing good at right back. Who knows? Maybe Gerard Martin might actually cook in that team, bro. It is what it is. Anyways, it says yeah, let me big up to W. Says, bruh, okay then, the case is that we shouldn't bring in players, but until maybe the come now is done, because this is just BS that we have to keep going through over and over again. Now look, all I've been hearing from people, Barca fans, the club, all the people who are involved, they've all been saying the same thing. What they've been saying is that when we return to the Camp Nou, Barcelona, the VIP seats, the thing with all of that, it will cover the 101 rule permanently. And once we are in the 101 rule, then now we are financially free to go out and spend money. Now, you guys remember, during the start of July, right? You remember the stream where I said that Barcelona were officially in 101 rule, and that Javier Tebas said this on live TV during the La Liga fixtures, right? He said this, and later on it had a little snag, and I was sitting there calling Tebas a liar and calling the club disingenuous and all this. Now I think the reason why Tebas and the club said that we were in the 101 rule is because at the time, if you guys remember, there was no inkling that we were going to get a delay in the Camp Nou return. We were supposed to return to the Camp Nou at the start of the season. That is why. Because the Camp Nou was supposed to be ready on the opening day of the season. You understand what I mean, right? And the issue was, it wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. We started seeing some delays. We started seeing some issues with the delays and all of these things involved in the club. And as a result, we ended up reaching to this position. Big up to D-Money, man. Give me a second, D-Money. I got you. D-Money, you're one of the real ones. I'm going to give you. There you go. Anyway, but yeah. When that whole snag about, the stadium could be delayed until September, it could be delayed until like end of August, it could now be delayed until October. All of a sudden now, we were no longer in the 101 rule. So this is why I think, okay, well, maybe that is why we're not in the 101 rule. Maybe the reason why we're no longer in the 101 rule is because at the end of the day, we did not return to the stadium when we were supposed to. And as a result, the VIP seats, they were not valid because technically we were not back in the stadium, right? So, if that's the case, all right then, well, we will be returning to Barcelona. We will be returning to Camp Nou this season. Yeah, there's a lot of delays. There's a lot of this. But we are going to return to the Camp Nou this season. It's going to happen, right? And when it happens, then the VIP seats will be officially active. And once it's activated, the VIP is activated, we'll be in the 101 rule. And then guess what? I don't want to hear any more excuses. Because all this talk was VIP seats. Once we get back to the Camp Nou, we'll be back in the 101 rule. I don't want to hear it. This is what the club said. If I'm telling you now, bro, I don't want to hear a single more excuse about the 101 rule when we're back in the Camp Nou. I better hear that next season in the 26-27 season, Barcelona can go out and buy players. I want a new striker. I want a new defender. I want everybody, bro. I want us to go and be ruthless in the transfer window. I do not care, bro. Because we've been feeding to scraps for the past few seasons, man. Not enough. It is not enough. So yeah, it is what it is. But big up to every single one of you, man. You guys are really, really, really. I want to read all your chats before we move on because you guys have been chatting. You guys are really active in the chat. Big up to every single one of you guys who are in the chat, man. Big up to Aslan. Man says, sell Arajo and Deco trash, both of them. Yeah, well, listen, man. I would love it. But let's just be honest. It's not going to happen. You know what it is, right? I've gotten to a point now where I'm like, bro, I want so many things to happen. I want players to leave. I want all of these things to happen. And as a result, I've just been hurt over and over and over and over and over as a Barca fan to the point that now I'm just like, okay. When I was one of the, you guys know, I was one of the first people that was coming to these streams saying Deco out. I was one of the first people. I was saying Deco out before Deco out became cool. I was the first one saying Deco. I was the guy saying Deco out before Deco out became cool. I was the guy that was on Deco's neck last season. Last season, guys, you know this. Last season, I was on Deco's neck. Last season, not this season. Last season, right? After the whole Omo, Nico Williams, all of those things happened, I was on Deco's neck the whole time. And people were telling me, oh, Omar, you're so negative. Oh, Omar, you're always feeling of negativity. Oh, Omar, you need to be more of a fan. You need to be more like this. You need to be more like that. Okay, cool. No problem. Now, guess what? Now I'm not complaining. I've gotten to a point now, I'm not complaining about Deco. I'm not complaining about the club. I'm not complaining about nothing. I'm just going to put on my shades and I'm just going to talk like a fan. Because people want me to be more like a fan, right? People don't want me to be opinionated. So no problem. I will not be opinionated anymore. I'll just be top Kounde. So you're clearly watching football with your words, Omar. Hey, Samuel. He says, I know we're stupid, Barca management, but selling Fermin, that's a whole new level. I mean, okay, but Gosh, let me ask you this, brother. Would you say the same thing if we sell Fermin for 60 to 70 million? Or 70 to 80 million? If we do. Because let me be clear here. If we sell Fermin for anything less than 50, I'm crashing out. Wallahi, bro. I dare this club to sell Fermin Lopez for anything less than 60. Forget 50. 60, bro. If we sell Fermin for anything less than 60, I'm cooking everybody in this club. No, you know what? I know. I've said I'm gonna be calm about Deco, but I swear to God, man, my vendetta against Deco will go to another level if we sell Fermin for less than 50. My vendetta against Deco, bro. Even Laporta is gonna get it. I don't even care, man. I've been giving Laporta too much leeway. I'm not giving him any more fucking leeway, bro. If we sell him, absolutely not. Fuck all of that. You remember the Dortmund game? He killed Dortmund. Remember those assists in Lewandowski? Bro, I know all of these things, Coach. Trust me, I don't want to sell Fermin. I would rather not sell him. Bruh, what can we do? There's nothing we can do about it, man. It is what it is. Bro, this is why I criticize Deco. Too slow with outgoings now. We're going to this beer. You know what, right? That's one thing I'm going to say now. This is just another blush. This is just an ultimate FU to Deco. Why is Deco waiting until the last 4 days of the transfer window to do this? If we were considering, because here's the thing with this Fermin Lopez thing. You guys know about like 2-3 weeks ago, we were hearing that Barcelona could sell Fermin, and then the whole club tried to convince everybody, no, we are not selling Fermin. Don't worry about it. Fermin Lopez, nah. Fermin Lopez, nah. That's what they were saying to us. Nah, man, Fermin Lopez ain't going nowhere. Casado, absolutely not. We ain't selling none of those guys. Don't worry about those guys. Those guys are going nowhere. And now here we are. Casado could be leaving. Fermin could be leaving. Bro, this is, and here's the thing, guys. I don't know, because this club is capable of anything. This club is capable of anything, bro. We could just decide to just sell both. And let me tell you something. If we sell both of those players, I know it's not going to happen, but I want more than anything else in my life. I've never asked for anything. But we need, at that point, you know what? No. Fuck all of that. If we sell both Casado and Fermin before the end of the transfer, well, I'm going to be Laporta out. Fuck all of that. I'm not supporting Laporta anymore. I'm done. Yeah, let me just finish it there. Deco sucks at outgoing. Yeah, facts. He does. Omar, this fool said Fermin Lopez is better than Palmer. I know. That's this guy. He says whomever is voting yes, y'all ain't slick. I mean, bro, there's a deeper meaning to it, guys. It's not just because. Look, here's the thing. It's not just because of Barcelona, this and this. No, it's not just because of that, guys. It's also there's a caveat to it. This is why I said I'm not against the departure of Fermin, because one, it will make sure that we will register the players that we need, and two, we could get a lot of money out of it. And these are two things that I would be open to selling. So when people say yes, I hear it, because it's not just about we don't rate Fermin, that's why we want him to go. I don't think no one here doesn't rate Fermin. I think I think most Barca fans in this chat, we all rate Fermin. You understand what I mean, right? I mean, he's not world class, but he's definitely reliable in this team. But guys, come on, guys, get me to 30 likes, man. 77 people in here, we're still not on 30 likes. Like, bro, this conversion rate. What conversion rate is this? This is Rashford levels of conversion rate, man. Like, if there is 74 people in here, how are we not getting even 40 likes, man? I thought we had Lewandowski's and Yamas and Rafinha's in the chat, right? But for some reason, we have guys like we have Vinicius 22-24 Vinicius. We have 24-25 Vinicius here and Rashford here, man. This conversion rate is ass, man. Increase the conversion rate, man. Smash the likes, guys. I'd rather sell Gavi than Fermin. We're not selling Gavi, man. Yeah, they did. Only and now they don't. It says Konate is used to the highline tactics. Bastoni is an Italian hardcore defensive awareness leader. It has that Italian hardcore defensive awareness and leader skills, which we lack in the backline since Inigo Martinez left. Araujo is not a leader. Yeah, he's not. I mean, he was a leader, but he's shown he's got none of those leadership qualities. Now, when it comes to Bastoni, I don't think we will ever get Bastoni, bro. You gotta understand, man. Italian players leaving Serie A is so rare, man. Italians don't like leaving their nation, man. Italians don't like leaving, man. Don't worry about it. Forget about it, man. Seriously, forget about it. It is what it is. But I mean, look, Konate. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been watching Konate the last few games, right? And I'm not gonna lie, man. He's been looking hella poor. He looks a little bit shaky in the back, man. He looks a little bit shaky for the Barcelona. Am I the only one that is seeing it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Is that screen brightness or just a lamp? It's a camera light. Yeah, I got a light. Don't worry, it doesn't bother my eyes. I just choose to wear the shades. I like wearing my shades. Also, I think a big sale will come from the midfield because we are stacked in it. Thank you. And that's another thing people don't understand. If we sell Fermin or Casado, then that means it's most guaranteed that we'll see Pedro Fernandez get opportunities this season for the team. Man like Dr. DRO, right? I'm almost certain. And sometimes, maybe that's how you got to look at it sometimes. Sometimes I feel like maybe that's how you got to look at it. You got to look at it in that broader standpoint of, okay, well, we sell this guy, but hey, maybe bringing these players will actually improve this club. From the academy. It says, why is it that Real Madrid can spend more than 100 million and register all the players, same as Atletico? How? Well, I don't know. Shit. No, sorry about that, guys. I didn't even know my microphone went off. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't know my mic went off. But yeah, basically, When it comes to this situation with Barca, yeah, we have the money, bro. It's just that La Liga have restricted rules, so what can we do? What can we do? There's nothing we can do, man. It says smash the likes, guys. Man says Tebas is turning my league into Serie A ass. Yeah, well, same old shit, different day. Kobashi is good, but not good enough if we want to win the UCL. I'd bench him and outstart two-star center backs. High line needs to be effective and experienced defensive. Bro, this is why it's funny, right? Recently when I was doing a show on Will's channel, right? When I was doing the Chaos show on his channel, I was calling out Kobashi. And it's funny because I thought people would actually like be angry because I was there to call out Kobashi. But the funny thing is, a lot of people in the chat actually agree with me, which is actually very strange because usually people are always people don't like my hot takes. But for some reason, people really like that hot take when I talked about Kobashi. Because I feel like people see it, well, nobody really wants to talk about it because people think, he's the golden child. He's La Masia graduate. He's one of the best up-and-coming players. This and this and this. Nobody really wants to call it. And then I walk in and I'm like, nah, fuck all of that. I don't care if you're from the La Masia. You're not good enough right now. Hold bench. He says, how was Madrid allowed to no, that's the one. They buy a player for almost 60 million. So sign him as an academy player. But when we sign Ronnie Baji on cheap amounts of money, guess what? We can register him as an academy player, bro. That's it. Welcome to La Liga. Welcome to La Liga. Yeah, if that's the case, then don't bring in any more players. At least we can until we get back to the. That's the thing. We are not bringing in any more players. We have to sell to register. I think that's the only reason why Barcelona are choosing to consider selling one of these two. If we sell, what's the name? If we sell Fermin, we will register all our players. Yes, right? And if we do, then obviously we're going to return to the Camp Nou, whether it's September, whether it's October, whatever it is. We're going to return to the Camp Nou this season. We will. And when we do, we will be in the 101 rule. And when we are in the 101 rule, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm choosing to be positive about this because you know what it is, right? I've gotten to a point now where I'm always skeptic about everything, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be skeptical about everything because people always call out my skepticism, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, let me. I gotta start moving fast with these chats, man, because you guys are absolutely killing it. Man, look at these chats, man. Big up to every single one of you guys who are active in the chat, man. It says, my thing is, we should have done this earlier in the transfer window, but but that's the thing. This is Barcelona, bro. This is Deco's Barca. This is Deco's Barcelona, bro. We don't do things quickly. We take our time with it, man. We take our time. That's what we do. Big up to you, Ronel. Big up to you. It says, do you think Fermin wants to leave or not? Now, apparently, this is not what they were saying. They said that Fermin he preferred to stay. And then a few hours, like an hour later, they said that Fermin now is listening to them because he wants to see what the club wants. You understand what I mean, right? And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, okay. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Kobashi is not a starter for me, at least not for now. The future is his. He just lacks experience and has to improve. Yeah, he's just a young defender, man. He will get that all into his game soon, man. Big up to man like Mashimola, man. I see you in the chat. Says, honestly, Barca will not leave because they already are in trouble with UEFA, with FFP. If they sign Lopez, then they will not be able to register him for the UCL. Oh, you talk about Chelsea or Barca? I think you might be talking about. You meant. I don't know. I think you meant to say Chelsea. I don't know. He says, I don't trust Tebas. You know what it is? That's the thing, isn't it? I'm choosing to be positive. That's what it is, bro. I'm just choosing to be positive. I'm choosing to not let my skepticism get the best of me. So I'm just sitting there and be like, all right, cool. Well, okay. If this is what the club says, okay, then well, listen. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it, and I hope that they're not lying to me. Because if they lie to me, bro, and because here's the thing, man, people always tell, because people are there are also always people that are always telling me this all the time. So I'm like, okay, cool, well, fine. Say all the things you want. We'll see what happens. Just I remember the stream when you were celebrating Rashford. Rashford. Should I send the link? Wait, when I was celebrating Rashford. Wait. First of all, I didn't celebrate the Rashford. First of all, okay. When I talked about Rashford thing, first of all, the first news I ever did about Rashford was Rashford being a signing that was on a free, on a loan deal. We didn't pay any fees for him, and we were only going to cover only what 80% of his wages. We were only doing like 20% of his wages. That is why I was happy about that deal. That is it. That's the only reason why I was happy about that deal. I wanted us to go and get a Lookman. I was saying, let's go get Lookman before we go and get Fermin, before we go and get Rashford. Okay? I wasn't a fan of Rashford coming to Barca, bro. I was happy about the deal itself, not the player. I never wanted Rashford to join us. So JJ, please, man, get it correct. I was never a fan of the Rashford deal. I wasn't a fan of Rashford. I was a fan of the deal. And then later on, it turns out the deal was a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, big up to every single one of you guys still in the chat, man. You guys are absolutely incredible, man. Keep smashing it. You guys are absolutely killing it in the chat right now. Sorry guys, my internet keeps buffering in here. Also, Fermin Lopez plays on left wing, even Balde, but I wanted Grimaldo and Balde to rotate. Yep, we could have gone in for Grimaldo and Balde. We could have gone in for Grimaldo, but instead went in for Rashford. Psh, welcome to Barcelona, my friend. Xavi Simons is the one. Listen, man, I can tell you now, Xavi Simons is not a better player than Fermin. Xavi Simons is not a better player. This team is turning into a circus. And you know what's funny, yeah? When we won the domestic treble, we thought this was going to be the dawn of a new era. Many of us Barca fans, we were optimistic about the new season, the transfer window, and everything else. And then this whole shit happens. Absolute joke, man. Some fans love players more than the club. And this Gosh guy, forgets the registration and don't sell for me in WTF. That's what I'm saying, guys. Look, let me tell you something, guys. I'm not a fan of some players that leave the club. I never wanted Messi to leave. But I understood why he left. I never wanted Messi to leave. But he had to go. For the betterment of the club, we had to do what we had to do. Right? Certain players, they just have to go, man. Some players, they're not good enough. I remember when we saw Ronaldinho, bro. I was in tears. Ronaldinho was my favorite player. My favorite Barca player of all time, bro. My GOAT. Never thought I would ever see the day that he left Barca. But he did. He left Barcelona. And it hurt me. But you know what's funny? I didn't follow Ronaldinho to AC Milan. I stayed with Barca because I was a Barca fan. And you got to remember something, guys. I was 11 years old when Ronaldinho left Barca. Around that time, and you see it with a lot of young kids who are football fans these days, they don't have a club. They support players. So when a player goes to this club, they go with that player there. When a player goes to this club, they go with that player there. When I was a kid, I enjoyed watching Barca because it wasn't just Ronaldinho that I loved. I loved Messi. I loved Eto'o. I loved Henry. I loved Iniesta, Xavi. So many good players. I loved them all. So leaving Barcelona and going to support AC Milan, even though AC Milan were a very good team around that time. Very good team. I just couldn't push myself to do it. And thank God I didn't. I chose to stay with Barca. And staying with Barcelona was the best decision I ever made because you know what happened that season? We won the treble and we finished the sextuple in 2009. So I made the right decision. Ronaldinho leaving hurt me. But in the end, as much as Ronaldinho's departure hurt a lot of Barca fans, long term, it helped us out. Because Messi ended up taking over that number 10, and the rest is history. So sometimes that's how you got to look at it, guys. Of course, you can be unhappy of a player leaving, but sometimes a player leaving could be a blessing in disguise. You never know. It could be. So, yeah. Listen, I'm not a huge fan of Fermin Lopez, but I know Fermin Lopez has quality. But he's not invincible. I wouldn't look at him like that. It says, pick up someone. It says, there's meant to be inspection in the Camp Nou, and they think the VIP seats as a profit will help it massively with the one-on-one. Yeah, apparently, UEFA's officials are going to be coming to Barcelona, I think tomorrow or something, to check the stadium. So we don't need Omo. We didn't need Omo. And we didn't need Rashford. D-Money, that's where you're wrong. We needed Omo. Okay? Nah, man. Listen, I'm not hearing this whole Omo this. Omo was important. Okay? I don't know why people, I feel like people, because they see him injured all the time, people don't realize how important Omo is. Omo is actually important to this team. I'm sorry, bro. He is the best number 10 in this team. No one is better than him in the number 10. No one. I don't care, bro. Bring Fermin, no. Rafinha, no. Nobody is better than Omo in that number 10. And Fermin, and when it comes to Flick plays number 10s, bro. He's been playing number 10s since he's at Bayern Munich. He always plays number 10s, bro. There's no one that does the job more than him. So I'm not hearing this whole Omo, we didn't need Omo. Nah, man, we needed Omo. What are you talking about? No, we needed Omo, man. We will be able to register them once we extend De Jong. We will be able to register them once we extend De Jong, Rafinha, and Kounde. They took more than 100 million wage cut. Yeah, but hey, listen, man, we still will not be in the 1-on-1. That's just gonna be papering over the cracks. I feel like that's what it's gonna be. It says, yeah, listen. It says the VIP seats need to be built and approved by the auditors. Yes, they do. You're right. They do. It says you guys just gaslighting. Your stadium is already flooding, bro. Vinny, listen, man. You worry about starting your next game against Mallorca. Worry about that. Okay? How about that? Go worry about that. Big up to D-Money, man. Big up to you, man. But yeah, that Omo thing, man. I don't agree with the Omo thing. It says the VIP seats are built. It just can't be counted as long as the stadium isn't ready. Thank you. Facts. Oh snap, damn. Thanks for the mod. Appreciate. No, you good, man. You good. It says hey Omar, just joined the stream. What do you think about this transfer? Do you think that Fermin Lopez is a great player, and do you want him to leave? I see why the club are looking at this move, right? I get, because I feel like this move is more to do with the fact that we can't register certain players, and maybe him leaving will open this space for us to register players. I think he's a very, very good player. I think that if he goes to Chelsea, he will actually improve their team. I would rather keep him because I think that he's a number 10. He can do the job if Omo inevitably gets injured, right? So I would rather keep him, right? But yeah, I don't want him to leave, but I understand why. But for the right offer, yeah, that's where I am now. If we lose Fermin, that's gonna take the wind out of me this season. That would be the worst loss to the team. I'm in the same place, and I'm just numb now at this point to the decisions we make. I hear it. Do you see your draw is coming? Which teams do you want to face? I would like to see Chelsea in the Champions League to run it back. You know what? I would like to play Arsenal, man, because I know a lot of Arsenal fans. I wanna see Arsenal, man. I wanna whoop that Arsenal ass, man. I wanna whoop it, bro. It's about time, man. I will only sell for me if it's above the price we paid for Frankie de Jong. 90 million. Alright, brother, keep thinking, TJ. Sorry, man, it's not gonna happen. Big up to my guy Abdullah Job, man. He says, my brother, nice topic. We need Fermin, and I think we should sell and buy a defender. Hey, if we can, we should. Facts. Big up to Terry. Says, Omar, you can buy some of us for 100. Get out of here, man. What are you on about? Bruh, 100 million. I told you guys that Rashford is not a Barca team. Hey, listen, man, you could... Let me tell you something, brother. You are not the only one, Amadou. You are not the only one. The moment I heard, big up to Eugene in the chat. The moment that I heard that we were linked to Rashford, I was like, why? Why are we linked to Rashford? Why? Rashford doesn't play anywhere near Barcelona style of football. But this shows you, man, this is Deco's Barcelona, bro. Welcome to Deco's Barcelona. I'm just tired, man. I can't do this shit. Rashford was a bad signing for us. Facts. I always call Akobashi. Good. Rashford was a bad signing. We shouldn't have signed him. Bro, Lookman was a better signing. Lookman was a better signing. Okay, Lookman was a far better signing than this guy, man. At the end of the season, we should send him back to Manchester. Oh, we will. I don't see him buying him, bro. Dude, do you guys understand that man like Rashford needs to win the Golden Boot to stay at Barcelona? I'm telling you now. He says, please do not do the Madrid things with the Madrid clowns. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Obviously, those Madrid frauds are frauds, but those are my guys, man. Those are my guys. I know, listen, man, you're going to have to get used to it, man. Madrid fans are not known for speaking a lot of sense. I mean, maybe Dave, because Dave is one of the few ones that I actually do like. He's actually one that actually talks a lot of sense. The others, like Will and Matrix, man, those guys are just wow. They're just straight up wafflers, man. It says Fermin, the way he draws between the wide pockets in space, I don't see anybody doing it in our team. Last time I saw it was Pedro, and Fermin Lopez is the best thing behind in the runner. And that's funny thing, bro. Remember, we saw Pedro to Chelsea too. So yeah, man. It says I never liked Rashford. Yeah, I was never a fan of Rashford either. No, he didn't say that. No one else is saying Rashford. He says, oh, you know, he's not said that. If there was no one else, he would have rather get Rashford. Yeah, it is what it is. What do we earn from winning La Liga? Bro, the money is there, gosh. But you know what the problem is, bro? La Liga are not gonna let us spend the money. That's why. Because La Liga have stupid, ridiculous rules that basically states you can, if you're not in the 101 rule, you can only spend 25% of what you earned. So yeah, that's why. We have the money. We have the money, gosh. You can be rest assured we have the money. We just can't go and buy players. Ah, man. La Liga, man. This is La Liga for you. We should sell both Casado and Fermin. This Barca till I die. These Barca till I die players are annoying. They should sell. You saying they should sell both for? Yeah, I mean, listen. I don't think we need the money. It's more that we need to register. That's what it is. It's not about us needing the money. That's why I was saying, bro. I would have even rather terminated the contracts of Jean Martin, terminated Iñaki Peña's contract, terminated the Schengen contract, because it's not about the money. It's about getting rid of these players completely out of the team. Get them out of the team. Out. Leave. Sayonara. That's it. That's it. It says, I said forget about registration because we didn't register them. Oh. Yeah, I think I got you, man. Look up to you, Mark. Says Dani Olmo is the best number 10 at Barcelona. No debate. Facts. Player remover does actually bless you with something, not necessarily, but Kai Havertz's injury blessed us with. There you go. Yeah, now you guys replace him with Eze. Facts. Olmo is inconsistent and it's always injured. But that's the thing. He is always injured. It's not even consistency. It's his injury record that's his problem. I don't want Fermin to go into Chelsea. I don't want that club buying any more slate. Bro, don't worry, man. If he doesn't work out there, they will just sell him to Arsenal. So you guys will be good. I'm okay with selling Casado for the right minimum of 50 million. I mean, we might not even get that for him. Big up to Eugene, man. Big up to Eugene every single time, bro. He says, oh, you remind me. Selling Pedro was our downfall. This big up volume. Yo, Barca volume. Yo, Barca volume. This is not on this stream is not on StreamYard. I'm using my OBS for this, so unfortunately I can't send you the link. But don't worry, bro. We're doing Coolest Culture tomorrow. We're doing Coolest Culture tomorrow, and yeah, man. I'm gonna let you guys, because I've said a lot of my thoughts in here. So tomorrow we'll start with this. So you all can have your say. So yeah, this is I'm using OBS for this. That's why I do my Blaugrana Buzz on OBS, not on YouTube, on StreamYard. But don't worry, man. Appreciate you, bro. Don't worry about it, man. But listen, just you can have your say in the chat, man. I'll read your chat. But listen, guys, I know we've been talking about Fermin, but I actually want to go to another point, guys, because there's something else we need to talk about, guys, okay? Because this news has coming out recently, guys. I saw this morning, right? And this wasn't something I thought that I would be hearing out of Barcelona, but here it is. Hold on. Guys, take a look at this, guys. Tell me what you guys think of this, guys. Tell me what you guys are saying about this. They're saying Kounde is currently in limbo at Barcelona. It's a shocking situation to start the season from the bench. Now, what honest thoughts, guys, in the chat? What do you guys think about this whole thing about them saying that Kounde is in limbo? Because I'll be honest with you, I I don't I don't really know. I'm not holding too much weight towards this. To be honest with you, I'm not, because to be honest with you, I think this is just paper talk. I think it's just paper talk. I don't know. You know what it is, right? I refuse to believe that Flick has just decided he's just gonna bench Daniel Kounde for the sake of benching him. I feel like there's something wrong with Kounde. I feel like there's something wrong with Kounde that the club is keeping on the private, because there's no reason. There's no reason why Kounde shouldn't be playing. Let's just keep it 100, guys. There's no reason why Kounde should not be playing. He was our best right back last. He was the best right back in fullback in the league for me. He was the best fullback in the league. It makes no sense to me why Barcelona would. It makes no sense to me why a player who was showed that he was one of the best players in his position last season is not getting any game time. Doesn't make any sense. I refuse to believe it. I think that this is just paper talk. I think there's something wrong with Kounde. I think that Kounde might be carrying some kind of niggle or something. He might be sick. Something is wrong. I feel like maybe he might be having some like pain or something where the club are like, okay, we don't want to risk it. Because let's be clear here. Kounde last season was injured around the tail end of last season. Let's not forget. He was injured around the tail end of last season, right? He didn't even play that much during preseason, if we remember. He wasn't playing that much, right? He wasn't playing that much. Jeffrey Torres and all those guys were playing ahead of him, right? So I don't know, man. I feel like there's something about that. But listen, look, when it comes to Eric Garcia, look, Eric Garcia has been doing a fantastic job as Kounde's backup, and that is why I feel like the club are not rushing it. That's why the club are not rushing. I mean, if I'm Flick, I understand it. If Kounde is not 100% yet, or he's still struggling in training, I'll take my time. I'll be like, hey, listen. Eric Garcia is coming in and he's doing a fantastic job in the team. He's doing a fantastic job. You understand what I mean, right? So we're gonna take our time, not rush you, right? And listen, once you are 100%, you can come back in. And here's another thing that I feel like a lot of people forget. People forget this very important thing. Kounde is a center back. Kounde is a center back. He is a natural center back that plays a right back. And here's another important thing, guys. There is nothing wrong with the manager choosing to move Kounde at center back at certain games. I'm not saying move him at center back every game. However, if I look at it and I'm like, bro, when you have players that can play multiple positions, you don't just have to play them in one position because that's where you've been playing them all this time. At the end of the day, I would love us at some point to see Eric Garcia at right back and see Kounde played more as a center back. Not all games. I would like to see Kounde play at right back in some games. Let's say if we're playing Real Madrid, I would like to see Kounde at right back. You understand what I mean, right? But I wouldn't mind seeing Kounde in the center back. You understand what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing it. You understand what I mean, right? Because I think that he's one of those players who's shown that he can adapt quickly under the Flick system. So I don't think too much about this whole situation with Kounde. I don't think too much about it. I think it's just paper talk. I think that people are just crying and bitching and moaning. You understand what I mean, right? I wouldn't hold too much weight in this. I wouldn't. I really would not. But we'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think about this whole situation with Kounde. And also, guys, what would you guys do? Do you guys think that, Flick is doing the right thing, taking his time with Kounde? With Kounde, right? Because that's what I think it is. I don't think that, because let's also remember, guys, Kounde just signed a new deal. My guy just signed until 2030. This guy's going nowhere. Relax. I feel like people sometimes they take things they get over like emotional. Oh, this guy's not playing. Oh, they just guys. He's just signed a new deal. This guy clearly is committed to the flick system to Barcelona. He's committed, bro. He ain't going nowhere. Relax. Relax, man. I feel like people need to just chill, man. Just chill. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. But it is what it is, man. But hey, listen, let me know what you guys are saying in the chat, man. It says, yeah, Kounde literally extended a contract. Facts. He just extended a contract, bro. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They're gonna get cooked this season. Don't worry about it, man. And listen, man, this is a good problem to have also. I said, that's one thing people need to understand, bro. This is a good problem to have. I don't know why people are always like, oh, this player is not playing this and this. Bro, it's an amazing problem to have. I want to have this kind of... This is good problems, bro. Yeah, okay, Kounde is not playing. Okay, that means Eric Garcia is cooking. That means Eric Garcia is cooking. Now Kounde has to cook now. Now Kounde has to play well. Because, hey, bro, I know you were the best right back in the league last season, but yo, Eric Garcia's come in and he's shown levels, man. And here's the thing with Flick. I said it before. Flick likes to play the kind of fullbacks he wants. He wants fullbacks that can bump forward. And that's another thing that people don't talk about with Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia bumps forward very much. That's one thing I like about Eric Garcia, guys. One thing that Eric Garcia gives me that I don't see in Kounde is that he actually goes forward. Like the amount of times, even in the game against Levante, I was seeing him in the box. In the box, bro. When there's like crosses coming in. I'm like, look at my guy, bro. He's so active. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Because that's what Flick wants. Because you see what Eric Garcia, what Balde does on the other side, right? He's always like moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Kounde tries it. And Kounde is not bad at it. But dude, you can see he's not a good offensive right back. He's world class. Borderline world class when it comes to playing as a defensive right back, bro. As a defensive right back, bro, no, everyone has a problem with Kounde. Right? And I think that is one quality that he has over a player of Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia is good defensively, but he's not better than Kounde. He's not. So, no, man, I'm not hearing this. It says, I'd run it back. Balde, Araujo, Christensen, and Kounde. Hey, listen, man. That was the best centre-back partnership in the entire league when we won the league under Xavi. Let's run it back. And the thing is, all those players are still at the club. All those players are still at the club. Let him worry about his fashion week rather than sitting on the bench. He may have mental issues. Listen, man. I've said it before. I am not interested in judging people's way of life. That's not my job. It's not my job. Sorry, man. I think there's something about his form. No other reason why he'd be on the bench. Yeah, facts. Facts, man. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, let's keep going. It says he played way too much last season. Maybe the medical team have found some muscle fatigue when they scanned. I don't know. Facts. And this is another thing, bro. Sometimes the club doesn't tell you all of these things, man. The club doesn't always tell you all these things. So sometimes, when these things happen, you just have to just look at it and say, oh, listen, maybe the club, maybe Flick is kind of looking at it and saying, listen, I'm not gonna risk it. And I wouldn't risk it if I were him, man, because if we lose Kounde to injury this season, we're fucked. I know Garcia has shown he can do the job there, but now I would rather just have Kounde there in the team, just in case. If you don't believe me, check out the Como game. It's not something to do with, listen, man, you guys need to just leave him alone, man. He says, let's get Omar to 50 likes. How many likes am I on? I'm on 38 likes, guys. Get me to 50 likes before the end of the stream, guys. Big up to every single one of you. Do you think Kounde will play centre back? His defensive skills ain't on top. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would rather see Kounde back as centre back than Gerard Martin. If we're trying to put Gerard Martin in centre back, we might as well, right? So yeah. It says different things happen to these players over time. That's why it's important to have a backup. I don't think there's much into it. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think sometimes I feel like there are some people that are kind of like, talking about it a lot. Why is Kounde? Kounde didn't play preseason. He didn't play in the Jean Gampa game. He didn't play. I mean, he was on the bench, so he didn't start in the Jean Gampa game. He didn't start against Mallorca, and he didn't start against what's the name, Levante. But I think he will get back into the first team. Don't worry about it. Yeah, man. Smash the likes, guys. Smash those like buttons. It says, I think Christensen will be our best left center back. Kobashi, Araujo, and Kounde, all right center backs. We need another left center back. I mean, to be fair, is it Kounde is a left-footed player? Is it? Wait, is Kounde left-footed or right-footed? Now, actually, I think Gerard Martin is a left-footed player, isn't he? Yeah, Kounde, yeah, Gerard Martin. I mean, Gerard Martin is a left-footed center back, so I guess him. Big up, John. He says, what do you think about the center back partnership of Christensen and Kounde? You know what? That's actually, chat. What do you guys think about that partnership? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I like that partnership. I think Barca. I think Barca should consider it. Yeah, 100%. And here's the thing, man. I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? I would rather see the old partnership of Kounde and yeah, exactly. So yeah, thanks, D Money. But yeah, I'll be honest. I think I would rather see a centre back partnership of Kounde and I mean, to be fair, I would say this about Kounde. Kounde's centre back, defensive, like when he was playing centre back, he was a little bit more suspect. So I would rather see Araujo and Christensen as a centre back partnership, to be honest. Eric is also better technical. Facts. Eric is better goal scorer. I mean, you saw the Inter Milan game. Flick leans towards an attack, towards the attacking benefits than the defensive. If the defensive is good enough, guys. Do you guys remember last season? Right? When we let what's his name, João Cancelo go back to City and he went on to go to Al Hilal, right? Do you guys remember when I was telling you guys we should have gone and signed Cancelo? Why do you guys think I wanted us to go and sign Cancelo? It's because Cancelo was an attacking-minded right back, and we know that Flick likes attack-minded fullbacks. Alphonso Davies, ladies and gentlemen. You guys remember Alphonso Davies? Like, bro, Alphonso Davies, let me be clear, right? Alphonso Davies is not even a good defensive, right? The guy is a left winger. That's what he is. He's a left winger. Or a right winger, or whatever. He's a winger, bro. His defensive work is not that elite. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's not elite. But you know what he is elite at? Going forward. He's attack-minded fullback, bro. He is a problem, bro. A problem. You understand what I mean? And this is what I mean. When it comes to Kounde is not good going forward. If Eric Garcia is doing more of the work that Flick wants attack-minded wise, he might start him over Kounde. He might decide to play Kounde back as a centre back. You man won the treble. OFC, run it back. Facts. Is it that Flick might be trying to put Kounde back as centre back and leave Eric Garcia back as right back? Y'all think? I just said it. Do not put it could be there, man. He says, Fermin getting so shake my head. Laporta needs mental training and weight loss. Listen, I've already talked about it. You can go back and watch later on to see what I think about that situation. He says he won't leave. It doesn't make sense, bro. I don't think he's leaving, man. Forget about it. He ain't leaving, man. Yeah, facts. He says, no, bro. We are effed if Balde gets injured. Yeah, I mean, bro, well, listen, don't worry. We have Jeffrey Torres, man. Yeah, listen, we could have gone and got Grimaldo. Grimaldo is still a Leverkusen, guys. You guys remember when they said Grimaldo could be going to Real Madrid? Well, Real Madrid have just sent Alvaro Carreras, right? Grimaldo is still a Leverkusen. We could have gone and got Grimaldo, but we went and got Rashford. Man, I can't be asked sometimes when it comes to this club, man. I just can't be asked. I just I'm just numb to this now. I'm just like, alright, cool, whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. There's also 80 to 90 million for Fermin, or else I'm nuking Barcelona. 80 to 90 million, yo. Imagine if we had that. Yeah, we already know, man. It says out of jokes. Kounde is better than Trent defensively, bro. That's stating the obvious. With all due respect, Vinny. With all due respect, that's like me saying that Trent is a better attack-minded right back than Trent. Like, I'm not saying anything shocking, am I? Even Barca fans can tell you that. Yeah, man. But yeah, it says Gerard Martin. It's right-footed. It's left-footed. Yep. It says a great partnership if both can stay fit. Facts. I don't think I want to see Martin, bro. He gets bullied at left back. Don't forget about center back. He doesn't run for me. I mean, clearly Flick wants to play him there, so Flick sees something that we don't. It says the only right-footed player who played well at left center back was Gerard Piqué and Christensen. Yep. We're trying to sell Christensen. Why can't Deco give me a birthday gift and sign a good defender out of nowhere? Well, it is what it is. No, bro, I hear the Davies. I think about Semedo. Well, yeah, man, it's one of those things. I mean, Flick was the manager, so we can only do what we can. Y'all realize the club signed players Flick wants. Maybe Flick did not want Grimaldo. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the case. Here's the thing, guys. Have you guys noticed how Flick has been frustrated in some of his press conferences? Have you guys noticed that? I feel like Flick is more upset these days than he used to be in the past. I think that when it comes down to it, the club are not giving Flick the things that he wants. I think that's what it is. The club is not giving Flick what he wants. They're not giving him what he wants. So he's starting to show it. He's not obviously crashing out, but you can see he's been very unhappy with some of the stuff that's been happening to the club. And I don't blame him. Yeah, we do trust Flick, man. We do trust Flick. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, make sure you guys smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, guys, and get us to 50 likes before the end of the stream, guys. But listen, guys, we're gonna be ending this very soon. But we have one more topic. Just doing something right now. Give me a second. Let me fix this. Oh, I can't. Damn. Anyways, guys, it says Flick is resting. Has resting angry face. Well. Yeah, well, I don't really know much about that, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. It says it looks very frustrated. Yeah, I mean, you can see it, man. Yeah, I know you can say, but dude, have you guys listened to his press conferences recently? He seems more angry recently than he usually is. You understand what I mean, right? Since when Flick came in last season, he was like, all right, registration issues. What is it about? But in 2 years, we will be 2 years in a row registration issues. Come on, yeah. Last season registration, he understood it. This season, the same shit. He has a right to be frustrated, especially if the club are giving him promises. Because the club might be like, oh, don't worry, this season we will not have the same issues as last season, especially after what we won last season. And we're dealing with the same shit. But, guys, let's just move on. Because the last thing we need to talk about, and you guys see I've been alluding to him throughout the stream. We're going to talk about it now, guys. Let's talk about this, ladies and gentlemen. So, we finished talking about Fermin. You guys know my thoughts on the Fermin situation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the other guy who could be leaving. Man like Marc Casado. If Casado wants to leave, Barcelona will let him leave for 30 million euros. 30 million. For Marc Casado. Okay, so I understand that the club have to sell someone, but are you trying to tell me that this guy who last season came in for Blaugrana, who last season broke into the team, who last season in some of the key moments was performing so well, a man who's integral to this team, a man who brings something different from De Jong. You're just gonna let him leave for 30 million? See, this is the things where, as a Barca fan, I can't defend. You guys know I was defending the situation of the Fermin thing because I understood it. But this is one of those things where I'm not gonna stand on it. And the same thing applies with Fermin. But this is one thing I'm not gonna stand for. Are you fucking serious? 30 million for the Marc Casado. Do you guys understand that if Casado, if he's available for 30 million, any club he goes to, he's gonna improve instantly. Instantly. Every club he goes to, he will cook instantly. Every club, bro. And no one, bro. Atletico are struggling. If they sign Casado for 30 million, bro, he walks in, he becomes their best midfielder quickly, instantly. Because he's better than every midfielder they have there. Every one of those midfielders they have there, he's better than. Quickly. If he goes to Chelsea or Manchester City, bro, if he goes to Manchester City, bro, he's replacing Nico Gonzalez like that. And we're selling him for 30 million? See, this is where I watch these things and I'm like, okay, this is where the incompetence of the club comes from. Because I understand we have to sell someone, but you're going to sell someone for 30 million this valuable? You could get 50 million for this guy. I'm telling you now, if he was in the transfer window, someone would bid 50 million for him. If you sat and said, okay, well, we're open to selling, and you didn't say how much you're going to sell, the first bid you would get is bare minimum 45 million for Casado. Bare minimum 45 million. But just sitting here crying about 30 million, bro. Am I a clown? Like this club, I swear to God, sometimes does the club think that we're clowns? What is wrong with this club, bro? Like, what is wrong with this club? What is this? 30 million for a player who last season was one of the best midfielders in the team. Look at the games against Real Madrid. Look at the games against Atleti. Look at some of the key games where we were having battles in the midfield. Right? What this guy brings in the midfield is different from what De Jong brings. Yeah, De Jong is a good player, and De Jong is integral to the way we move the ball. But when we're not having the ball, guess who is the one doing most of the donkey work? And you want to sell him for that much? Are you smoking butch? What the hell is wrong with this club? See, this is the things I can never stand with. And when people say, oh, you just defend, how do you defend this? 30 million. 30 million. Fucking joke, man. It's a fucking joke. This is the thing I'm gonna call out. Because Casado, I get it. He played in the game against Levante. He wasn't great. But dude, it's his first game he started this whole season. He didn't even start during the preseason, bro. Even in the preseason, he didn't start. This is the first game he started. And the club is considering this? Like, what the fuck? What the hell? And this is the thing, right? The funny thing is, this is not even the first time I've heard of this. A few weeks ago, when Atleti were linked to Casado, they said they wouldn't buy him for anything less than 20 to 30 million. I said, what? I said, who the hell does Atletico Madrid think they are? You do realize this guy is better than every midfielder you guys have. And you want to sell him for how much? That was when I was like, nah, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. But now the club now is saying 30 million. And this is the thing. They're saying if Casado wants to leave. Bro, I didn't hear Casado wanted to leave. There's been no talk of Casado leaving. There's not been any talk of Casado being frustrated about his game time or something. So what's this whole talk about, Casado, if Casado wants to leave? Casado never said he wanted to leave, bro. But just, oh God, I'm so sick and tired. I swear to God, man, sometimes I get, see, it's things like this, right? As a Barca fan, you just watch and you're just like, How do you defend this shit? How the hell do you defend? Bro, you've got a player like Nodi Madueke going to Chelsea, to going to Manchester, Arsenal for how much? Yeah, yeah. How much did you guys sell? How much did you guys sell Madueke for? How much? How much did you sell him for, JJ? I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting for you because I don't know. Is it 50? Did they buy him for 50? I think they bought him for 50, right? 50 million. 52 million, guys. 52 million for a bench player, guys. They spent 50 million and you're telling me we're gonna sell Casado for 30? Are you smoking butch? What the hell do these people think that this? And by the way, I even forgot to mention this. Casado is a Spain international. The guy has played for Spain. See, this is what I mean. I can only support something for so long. And I've said this before. I'm not a fan of Deco. That's why I go with Deco. Laporta, I've given him leeway because he's done a lot of good things at the club. But that doesn't mean I'm always going to defend every single bullshit that the club is doing. Okay? And if we sell, and let me be clear here. If there's any scenario where we lose both of these players, bro, I'm burning the whole club down, bro. Everyone is getting it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going at Laporta. I'm going at Laporta is going to get it from me. Because I've been lenient on Laporta for too long, and I'm not going to be lenient anymore. Because you cannot tell me that you need to sell both. One has to go. Fine. And this is the thing. These two players are not Araujo. We know, Barca fans, every club knows that we don't want Araujo. Everyone knows we don't want Gerard Martin. Everyone knows we don't want Ter Stegen. Everyone knows that we don't want any of these players. They know that. They know that. And because they know that, they're going to come in and they're going to put all these cheap-ass bids because they know that at the end of the day, Barcelona are desperate to get rid. We are not desperate to get rid of Casado. Casado starts for us every week. Fermin Lopez starts or is on the bench or plays every week. These are not players that we're trying to get rid of. So if we're not trying to get rid of them, get the money, best money out of them. I'm not saying completely reject it. But if you're going to get them out of our hands, you need to put the money down. Because, bro, if you don't put the money down, fine, we will start them. Because they play every week. We're not trying to get rid of these players. Yeah, we're open to selling, but we are not trying to get rid of them. And you're going to sit here and talk about, so you're going to sit here and talk about 30 million for a player that starts every single, or plays every single week. Nah, man, I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this. Fuck all of that, man. Anyways, what are you guys saying in the chat? Let's read the chat, man. I'd be angry too. WTF is this registration nonsense? Alright, chat. I'm gonna start celebrating a massive week ahead. Catch you all later. Big up to you, Eugene, bro. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you, Eugene. Says, not my baby Casado. We cannot sell him. We cannot sell him, but we definitely cannot sell him for less than 30 million. For 30 million. That's for sure. Since Deco came in, Laporta became shit. I swear he's lost brain cells. That's not our president. That's not the president I know. Well, he was the one that hired him. And you know what's funny about that whole thing with Deco's hired him, right? I think that whole thing is shady as fuck. I think that whole thing with Deco was shady because remember, guys, people forget this. You guys remember Deco was Rafinha's agent. You guys remember that Deco was Rafinha's agent, guys. And you guys remember, right? Deco was the one that was pushing for the move for Deco to go to Barcelona, for Rafinha to go to Barcelona. And all of a sudden, like a year later, he ends up becoming the sporting director when he was never a sporting director before Barcelona. That's why this is why, bro, I'm always flaming Deco, bro. I don't care. This is why I will always stay on Deco's neck because, bro, you are not, this guy had no experience as a sporting director before joining Barca. And we give him the biggest job in the world. We give him the biggest job in the world. Sporting director of a rebuilding Barcelona. To a guy who's never been a sporting director. And you're wondering why he's tanking as a sporting director. It's a fucking joke, man. He's worth 60 million in today's market. Facts. Fermin Lopez is worth 80. 30 million is a total joke. Paeba for 120 and Casado for 30. Fucking joke, man. Fucking joke. We're stuck in the 2010s transfer market. We need new management at the club. Yeah, well, you can only deal with this shit for so long. You can only deal with this shit for so long, man. Eventually, you're just gonna have enough and say, you know what, man, fuck it. And that's the thing. We had to buy fuck I say though 400 million. Imagine if Casado was playing for a club like Brighton, how much he would be how much he would be for. Think about it. How much money he would be for. Anyways, he says he's worth 60. Facts. He says our management things will replace him by unearthing a gem for 5 million. Or just playing Pedro Fernandez. It doesn't happen. We cannot sign Pedri every time. This doesn't happen. We are cuckoo land. We're in cuckoo land. Facts. Explain registration like I'm a 10 years old. Bro, listen, I'll be honest with you, JJ. Even I can't explain it to you, man. Because no matter how I explain it, even I don't get it, man. The registration shit makes no sense. Some experts know how to explain it. I can't. Bro, if we sell Casado in 2010 for 30 million, that would have been a great deal. But in 2025, Casado for 30 million would be a fucking joke. Facts. It is smash the like button, guys. That's why I like. That's why I said we're stuck in the 2010s. Facts. Big up to Dennis says, I think we need a direction change to a more modern president. Hey, listen, man. Hector Ford is still. I'm sorry. Is it? No, it's not. What's the name of the guy? Victor Font is still out there. Casado was the number 6 we needed after Xavi was there. Now we have two Bernal and Casado, and we want to sell one of them. Mason Mount for 60 million euros, not pounds. 65. He says that's why I'm saying Barcelona sells cheap every single time. Yeah, we do sell for cheap. Facts. This is BS. De Casado doesn't want to leave. Maybe he wants a raise. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then cool. It says 48, but still, that's a lot of money, X, right? That's a lot of money. 50 million pounds, 60 million euros. Facts. Says we need to call out Laporta now. He's gotten a fair chance. Hey, listen, man, he's squandering his chances. He definitely is. We're operating on second division club. I no longer understand what's happening here. Madueke for 50, then Casado for 150. It says Laporta out in 2026. Let's change. I would give Victor Font a chance. I hear it. I definitely hear it. It says La Liga is FFP and Prem is PSR and same shit, different names. Facts. It says we need to sell someone important in the squad. That's what Deco said 2 months ago. Let's see if he sticks to his word. No way we will sell both of them. I don't think we're gonna sell both. It says if we sell, we should sell for less than 130 to 150 between both of them. I mean, yeah, that's the only way I would even entertain the idea of selling these two, if for that amount of money. It says they just reduced the squad size. It's all on Laporta. Here, Rafinha was a W. Facts. Is this an inside job from Deco because of when we sold him in 2008? Hey, listen, man. Call it a conspiracy. It says Deco was hired to be an scapegoat. We're making shit decision. Laporta is in charge. Yeah. It says Chelsea it was so close to signing Rafinha when Poch left. Yes, you and Arsenal. We had to outbid both you and Arsenal to go and get him. It says smash the likes, guys. It says Valencia got points deducted. That's it. Bring Armani back. I've seen enough. I've been saying that for a while. Okay, it says the thing is we need a better president. Who this Victor Fon guy is way better, man. Listen, everyone is saying that they want Laporta out. I'm not Laporta out yet, but I can only deal with so much. La Liga needs to have independent regulators like the Prem. Yeah, but we have Tebas, and that's never gonna happen. Pick up to start making sense, man. So don't worry. Arsenal's biggest sale was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for 40 million. Yeah, they're not good at selling either. It says it looks like the Prem have no problem, but Tebas doesn't realize this. He's just bent over for Madrid and do what's best for the league. And he has the nerve to complain about other leagues' rules and stuff. He's always sitting there crying about other leagues' rules and stuff like that. Bro, forget about other leagues' rules and deal with your rules. How about that? Laporta doesn't win with Deco. That's it. As the you guys having tornadoes? No. What do you mean? We don't. It says Laporta is too low. He's a true politician. He's not Victor Font. He's not Victor Font. He's a fraud. Anyways, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, big up to every single one of you guys. You guys have been absolutely incredible in the chat. You guys have been absolutely 10 out of 10. We're gonna be getting out of here, guys. We're gonna be getting out of here right now. Appreciate every single one of you guys who have been in this stream, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button on your way out, guys. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, guys. YouTube is still buffering. I don't know why, but yeah, man, we're gonna be getting out of here. Unfortunately, I was gonna redirect to someone else, but right now YouTube is not letting me do any of that. But yeah, man, we're gonna be closing out, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys who've been here. This has been another episode of the Blaugrana Buzz. Tell me what you guys think of all the news I've talked about on this stream. I didn't get a chance to talk about Pena, man, but I don't have time. I'm tired, man. I'm not even going to talk about Pena. Pena is on this. He's on loan. He's going to be loaned to Elche, guys. So he's leaving the club. So that I guess that we'll end it with that. At least we got some good news, right? One of our shitty players is leaving. So yeah, good news. Let's just end with that. Anyways, appreciate every single one of you guys. Mala Eugene, happy birthday to you, brother. Take care of you. Take care of yourself. Hopefully you have a good day today, man. Take care, every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and yeah, man. Like I always say whenever I end these streams, guys. Visca el Barça, Visca el Catalonia, and peace, you guys. Take care.